That was built to ass from the get-go, man. And like I tell my son, when he deserves a stinking whooping, this was completely preventable. Huddle up.
You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ, the Tar Heel. And first and foremost, man, before I stinking absolutely start jumping down people's throats, I want to say prayers to Gio. Like, real talk, man. Prayers to Gio. And I do mean that absolutely sincerely, as all of Tar Heel Nation should be. We never like to see anybody get hurt, man. We never like to see anybody get hurt. It's always terrible when somebody goes down. You just really hate to see a young man go down with a stinking injury. Hopefully, it's not too significant, right? Hopefully, it's not too significant. But don't only pray, for the injury. Pray for him, because it must have only compounded things when Max came in and led the team down the field for stinking 6, man, okay? Now, listen. All the softness aside, man, keeping it a buck with you, being man-to-man, being real, dude, okay? In this day and age, with the advent of the NIL, fans are more than at liberty to get on some of these players' cases, man, when they do not uphold their end. And the simple fact of the matter is this, okay? $2 million divided by 12 games is a ton of money, okay? It's a ton of money, man. And I'd say at this point, it's probably earned between 600 and 650 grand playing in 4 daggone football games, which is what it takes me, and some of you guys know what I stink and do, 4 or 5 years, man, working 75 to 80 hours a week to make, okay? So I don't feel bad when I say that, unfortunately, the kid is way in over his stinking head, man. It's bad, okay? Let's stop playing stinking games. It's terrible. It's terrible. Through 4 games, he's thrown for 430 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, 1 lost fumble. Now, for all of the stinking softies out there that want to get on my case for jumping on the kid, let me speak to the adults in the room, okay? And I'm talking about the ones that hired him. I'm talking to you, Lombardi, okay? Or how about the manager that keeps absolutely banging his head against the stinking wall by putting an underqualified kid in the game as QB1? I'm talking to you, Bill Belichick. Or how about Freddie Kitchens, man, who once again has me wondering if he's even ever seen a freaking football, dude. We're paying this entire circus of people $13 to $15 million, dude, for less than 110 passing yards a game from our QB1, for less than 1 touchdown a game from QB1. And for you guys to continue banging your face against the wall like something is going to change is one of the stinking 8, 9, whatever wonders of the freaking world, dude. 11 for 14, 87 yards, and 2 early interceptions that set Carolina back for good in this stinking football game, man. I understand that the offensive line is not great. I understand the play calling is not immaculate, but players make freaking plays, bro. And Gio made none of them. Now, I can only speak for myself, but I would think that Tar Heels everywhere are asking this question. What the hell are we doing? I mean, if this is just a throwaway year, can we at least get that in the next presser? In what world does a P4 team trot out anyone? Okay, nothing specifically to do with Gio, but anyone giving you that kind of offensive output. Why do you keep putting him out there? You missed with the eval. You missed. Be a man. Take it on the stinking chin. Move on, bro. Now, Max came into the stinking football game, and you got to put a little asterisk by his numbers. 11 for 19, 67 yards and a touchdown. It wasn't stellar by any means necessary. But by the time Gio went down and Max was put in the game, you could already see that the Heels were out of juice, bro. Demoralized would be the word that I would think and characterize the football team when Max entered the game. Now, he didn't look great despite the touchdown pass, but he was clearly the better quarterback for the second time that we've seen him this year. And it's not even close. It's not even like this is like a maybe. It's not even close, man. The worst P4 offense in the country, my guys, accounted for 217 yards of total offense. 217. And guess what? That output is going to make it even worse. The experiment is over. It's over. And if Bill, Mike, and Freddie want to stinking, put their scientific goggles back on for round 5, when we take on Clemson in 2 weeks, dude, I'm going to blow my ever-loving top, bro. Enough is enough. The crap is embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself right now. Now, the defense did everything in its power to keep this football team in the game, bro, especially after those 2 early interceptions. Shout out to the defense, man. They played valiantly until the end, just like I thought that they would. They just needed a little help. And you guys remember what did I say when I said the 27 points? I said, man, I just feel like the offense is going to put the defense in bad predicaments. It's not that they won't play well. They won't play valiantly. It's that the offense is going to be so bad that the defense has to stink and pick up the slack. And it's just going to be too much to stink and bear, man. It's going to be too much to bear. They just needed a little help, man. But the offense couldn't sustain drives to save their stinking lives, bro. The defense and special teams seem to be the only competent units on this football team. The offense is literally worse than the 2018 team with Nathan Elliott at the helm, bro. Shameful. Shameful, bro. So, you may be asking yourself, Russ, where do you think that we go from here? Maybe you're not. Maybe you're saying, I don't like you, bro. I don't give a rip, dude. Where do we go from here, Russ? Well, here's for starters. Starting with the head coach. I love you. I support you. But we'll start with this. Let's pop that stinking head out of your 4th point of contact. Recognize that you missed on the eval of number 7 and put this offense in the best position to win football games moving forward, bro. I want to hear a giant sound when we head into Clemson, bro. A giant one. I'm talking about just huge pop sound, bro, heading into Clemson. It starts with you. How many times do we got to see the same thing over and over and over before we say maybe we should go to the guy that's got a lot of experience and that's actually played well at the Division I level before? So like I said, man, here's a silver lining that I promised, okay? The AC still is still ahead of us. It is. And we're currently 0-0 right now in the Atlantic Coast Conference. And I am convinced, right now at least, that this football game was at least much closer if Max got the nod from the get-go. I'm convinced. So if Max can spark an even competent offense, we might, heavy emphasis on the might, win some ACC football games. But here's the thing, bro. You will never know till you freaking try, bro. That one hurt, bro. Stinking painful to watch somebody that you care about just smash their face against the wall repeatedly. I don't know, man. That's all I got for you guys in this one, bro. You know I love you. Hold the stinking line, bro. I know it sucks. I know the pain's deep. I know sometimes it feels like a never-ending battle. But I do still think that there's light at the end of the tunnel, man. Just takes a little humility on the brass's end, if you will, man. Still a great day to be a Tar Heel, baby. Like, share, subscribe to the daggum channel, man. And we'll catch you guys on the next one, baby. Go Heels.